Hi, chat. Welcome. How we doing? I am so far behind tonight. Happy Sunday to everyone. My alarm... I assume my alarm actually went off and I just, disregarded it. Just completely slipped my mind. And... yeah. Last minute scramble to be ready for stream. Nice. Theme time. Hi, Hamhock. Oh, I'm gonna mute for a second. Almost did it, their script. Diner food. Classic diner food. Okay.
New
I feel like
weekly
that's half
theme
what
submission.
I've been doing here. Let's see here. Calendar. I think that's going to actually land into January, Will. Oh, we gotta do classic diner food. Alright, from 5th till the 10th of January. I actually don't have a theme there for the last sort of week/2 weeks of this month, but with the holidays and the beginning of the new year, I'm sort of leaving that open. I took so long. Scale turned off on us. Latkes. No, that wasn't my plans for tonight. Yeah, there might be a timeout on the theme of one per stream. I'm not sure what the timeout is on it. You got timed out. I didn't notice that. So far behind today. So far behind. Thank you for joining me tonight, everyone. Cheers to you. Alright, what do we get started with here, since we're now actually cooking instead of trying to rush around and clean up things that still aren't clean. Let's make some garlic bread. Whiskey and Coke. What kind of whiskey and what kind of Coke? No, that wasn't really my intention, Ham Hawk. I was just meaning garlicky buttery bread. I'll do that all in potato. We'll do potato bread tonight. Potato-y bread. What is this one back here? Cheese powder. Cheese powder? I got cheese powder. Interesting whiskey. Besides honey whiskey, do you know much about it? Like what wood they're using for it, or what makes it distinctive? Their distinctive whiskey. You can do all sorts of things with. Yeah, actually, can I get the other one to work for me too right now? Look him in, Dio. Deo. We're working on waiting some yeast to wake up here. All sorts of lovely cameras out there in the world. Though, as I was saying on Discord earlier, it's not exactly cheap to find one that works inside of an oven. They don't like heat. Most of the electronics, they don't like getting over, 100 30, 40, something like that. Well, you gotta consider that the counter in front of me is sort of like, this is one bedroom apartment, and so this kitchen is supposed to like be dinner table and kitchen at the same time. I never use it as a dinner table, but that's its real sort of design. We need some salt over here. We need some other flavor. Yeah, so does mine. Well, it doesn't have it has a Stream Deck, a keyboard, my speakers, and my monitor. One of my monitors. Give that all mix up there. So we got all-purpose or general-purpose flour, lots of pepper, some salt, and some potato flake in there. Yep. I have pastry flour too. I might be out of bread flour. I gotta go back to the local mill. Is what they recommend for pizza and fair amount of pasta recipes too. Depends on what you're doing with your pasta though. I think they actually advertise it for pizza on the outside of their double O. It's a bit wetter than I want that to be. Making some bread for garlic bread. Some yeast bread. Thank you for the follow. potato flake is throwing me off on my hydration here. Normally this is about this consistency right now. Although once I work this flour in that's on the outside of it, it's going to get sticky again. Hey Bookworm, welcome in. Happy to see you over on the YouTubes. Should turn on my Kick preview so I can see anything going on Kick. All the emotes, Hamhock. All the emotes. You stalking me, Hamhock? Hey, Zeke. No worries, Bookworm. I'm just sort of chilling as I knead this dough. My sleep schedule's been all off lately. I'm going to ball and live with this for right now. We're just doing garlic bread. It doesn't have to be killing myself over it. I guess I'll go with this. It's handy. It's a handy. Let that burst. Give this bowl a quick clean up because I want to use it again. Scrub out all that excess flour. Set that off to the side here. Take our oiled bread and put that off to the side for a moment. Come on, catch. Trying to not cut the meat. Just quickly cut the plastic off, but not being overly successful there. Oh wow, these are just big ones. After insips and breasts, the last package. Six. I'm thinking that's enough chicken for tonight. Why do you doubt my level of care? Just because I eat the way I do doesn't mean I wouldn't put you on a strict diet. Buttermilk. Or maybe you do actually fear I would do that. One, because it's cheaper than that. And two, because it's easier to produce. Salt. MSG. I'm mostly confused. It's my general state. What else do I want to throw in there? Let's throw some other yummies in there. Cayenne. Garlic. Alright, so that's just gonna chill out for a bit. You could request it. I don't know if I'm gonna follow it. I have no interest or desire to get into stupid hot peppers. Like, there seems to be this, and I would say I even fell in for it. You know, this like, I'm a true man because I can handle a hot pepper. It's just bullshit. And for the one that was like, I do it for the flavor, it's like, I never hear anyone describing what the flavor notes are off of, you know, a ghost pepper, or off of, you know, you get that off a habanero, and I'll use habanero. And there's cuisines, I mean, Jamaican cuisine uses all sorts of Scotch bonnets, which you can argue whether they're less potent habaneros or if they're actually habaneros. I seem to get different answers to that one depending on who I talk to. Welcome in, Hut. Got our chicken in butter and seasoned buttermilk. We got our garlic bread proofing. And fill up this pot that I just rinsed out with some water for our potatoes for later. Welcome, Dinner with Mom. You have to type exclamation mark scramble to join in on the scramble. Becca! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Gonna be boiling these potatoes for mashed potatoes a bit later. being all complicated. Over on the stove. Thank you for the follow. What were we up to tonight? Becca with flowers sounds like another food and drink streamer. What were we making? What were we baking? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yellow stuffed potatoes. Not sure what you mean by that term. I've not heard of yellow stuff, but those are baby yellow potatoes or gold potatoes. Those over there, those are the ones that we're talking about. But over here, we have a pot filled with chicken and seasoned buttermilk just hanging out. And we got some bread proofing. Guy Fetty. Feedy. And no, I'm not mispronouncing Fieri. I'm pronouncing his actual name. In the US, there are 3. There are all sorts of potatoes here in the US. Although if you're looking to see like the most mass-produced and most made, number one is going to be the specific breed that McDonald's is doing, without question. You have an Idaho Russet, and then in just about every supermarket, whether they're low end or high end, available to everybody type thing, you can find typically some form of yellow or gold potato, although their quality widely vary. Idaho Russets, which is our French fry, our general purpose, old school potato. And you can often find red-skinned potatoes. Or red-skinned potatoes. Guy's actually a local here in Sonoma County. No, penguin. I don't even see, like... Am I missing something? Like, I only see 2 messages from you on my screen right now. Hey, Becca. apparently one of the few that has put down roots in Vegas. Like, everyone I know that's moved to Vegas, it's been sort of a temporary phase. Actually, I take that back. There's one or two now. Okay. You'd have to pay me a lot to move to Vegas for work. Like, I know how those hotels and stuff, at least to a minor degree, work. It's right up there with asking me to go and do cruise ship work. No, thank you. There are people that absolutely love cruise ships, don't get me wrong. But I have no interest in living... And there are people that absolutely love the way that their schedules work. It's just never going to work for me. And that is, in many cases, it's a very long work schedule because you're there on a ship. So it's not like 12-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts. It's more like 16-hour shifts. And then the other part to that, though, is you get these long breaks. So for some people that love the boom and bust game, like, there's several industries that are like that. You know, fishermen and stuff like that, they're all in that same book, same category, where they go out hardcore work for a couple of weeks and then they have like a month or several months off where they just sit there and burn cash. I need to strain that oil. I have not strained that oil. Over here, cameras. Yeah. Ham hock. I'm not sure what I was supposed to reply to there. Uncomfortable? I don't know if that's the term. While that's straining, we'll get some flour going here for our coating. Also, I'd like to question, how is that a win? What are you winning? Like, I've had to teach that to a couple of people in the past through streaming. Like, you're not winning. It's like the same thing with hot peppers. Yeah, I ate the hottest pepper known to man, and now I have to feel it in the bathroom for the rest of the week. Like, you didn't win anything, dude. Semi-professional. Professionally trained. I'm sure there's been a web series. We'll start with salt, pepper, and MSG for our bread coating for our chicken. Already got the salt, pepper, and MSG in the dairy and the buttermilk, but you know, we need it here too, because not all that buttermilk is going to stick to that chicken. Garlic powder. Last of my garlic powder. Let's do some smoked paprika. Powdered mustard. Hi, Buns. Let's see, is there anything else I want to throw in here? Do a little dried thyme. And oregano. It looked like so much spice before. Ooh. I hear someone
8
adding
months
to
of joy.
we gotta have someone adding to our monthly project. Need to check in if you want those sweet sprinkles. Come on, Discord, you can wake up, can't you? Let's go. Getting up there. Got some clothes now. Yeah, it looks like Eggnog's gonna win that one. Personally think Gravy was the harder one to work with. Yeah, as I was saying in Discord, it seems to be a popular choice this time of year. All the way back in 2020 was when Eggnog won last. I guess I just do Eggnog streams. This is good that I'm out of garlic powder, because it saves me the mistake of adding garlic powder to my corn later. It's always a mistake adding garlic to corn. I'm confused by that statement, Buns. Oh, you're meaning you only would dare mod for me. Garlic corn sounds great. And it actually works pretty well typically when it comes to corn on the cob. I don't like it nearly as much when it comes to what I'm doing tonight, which is loose frozen corn. Maybe just differences in what corn they use. I'm not sure exactly why, but it never quite works for me. That said, we need a whole bunch of melted garlicky butter for other things. Am I losing my voice here or something? Yeah. Yeah, apparently my voice is supposed to get more bassy later in life. Ooh. Are these all nasty? The first one was pretty fungusy. There was a fungus that I haven't seen on... Yeah. I haven't seen fungus like that on garlic before. Yeah, it's probably been in my bowl up there for a month. Am I out of garlic here? That one actually looks okay. Oops. I wasn't trying to smoke the house. Garlic for garlic bread and for potatoes. Thank you for the follow. By the way, chat, this is not really the right knife to be using for this. I guess you could use it for this, but I'm not using it in the right way either. I'm mostly just letting you know so that the people are like, that's not how you're supposed to do it. No, yeah, I know. I don't care. So, garlic going in my small saucepan. As far as saucepans go, this is not exactly the smallest, but you get what I mean. It's my small pan. There are many pans like it, but this is my small pan. Doesn't sound like much of a vacation if you're reduced to eating spaghetti out of a coffee pot. Salt. Pepper. The poof is becoming considerable. I think we need to wait for it to poof a little bit more, though. Do you think I added enough pepper in there? The poof? See, captions got it. You young thing. Keep note though, the 30s disappear. Like, you think your 20s went fast? 30s, like, I don't even remember them occurring. Wishing I had another container to use so I didn't have to keep using my jug for oil. I never noticed, by the way, Dinner with Mom. Did you get points for guessing that scramble correctly earlier? Unfortunately, ham hock. That's if you're lucky enough to make it that long. Buttermilk soaking chicken. For those just joining in, we've got buttermilk with a bunch of Tabasco, a whole bunch of pepper, salt, cayenne, other spices. I finished up my garlic powder between these two. We got even more spices over here, even though it's looking a little bit like flour at this point. There's quite a bit of spice in that flour mixed in. And I got a little spice in my bread too. Though, just really salt, pepper, MSG. Yeah, look out for that guy behind you, Ham Hock. No one wins with that statement either, though. I guess it's time we can move forward with our bread. Not really looking to deflate it much. I am going to stretch it and roll it like it's a bag out a bit. Gluten webbing. Gluten webbing. poet in chat stealing old poems. That often seems to be the mantra today. It's how streaming used to be, still sort of is. It's how TikTok very much is. Or Kick. Or let's be honest, YouTube too, with all the movie clips and stuff like that. They give you all the best parts to the movies without the actual movie. TikTok, Vine, whatever you want to call it. Welcome in, Verde. The lucky green bird. Allow this to proof once again. I made the assumption that it was maybe, and this is without any knowledge whatsoever, a gambling name. And green color money, lucky 777. What else do we need going here, chat? I think we're mostly just chilling out, waiting on the bread. I mean, we can start the frying of chicken whenever. The potatoes are basically done. We're hot holding them. We got the butter for them. I guess we can set up the stuff for corn too. Buns is ready for the bread. That or maybe Buns is baked. It's a shame. You'd be a lot cooler if you were. Not really, I'm just... Bread is certainly going to get some garlic butter on it later on after it's baked, but actually we're going to be sort of twice baking it. We're going to bake the bread, and then going to bake the bread, and then going to stuff it full of butter and Parmesan cheese, and then re-crisp it up a bit more. Let's start with microwaving our butter and melting that. No, mods most certainly have the right to lurk. Because, yeah, sometimes modding doesn't involve just... My chat isn't that busy, but busier chats, yes. Have you not banned anyone yet, Buns? I think you've timed out some people. Paprika. Cayenne. Where's the rest of that oregano go? Dried oregano. Last of that jar. Salt. MSG. Pepper. I don't know if chat's caught on tonight, but I'm essentially making a fancy KFC bowl, but with cream gravy instead of like a beef gravy. I don't know why they use like a beef gravy for that. Anyways, what I'm replicating far outlives and is much older a recipe than KFC bowl. Yeah, that shield mode thing is annoying. Like, I could see where a very select population of streamers that are having issues with people harassing them would want a button like that, but just do a little work with your stream deck. I agree, Penguin. So we're working on our cream gravy over here. Penguin, emote only mode is awesome when you don't want people blurting things out in chat. Like you're playing a game and you don't want info about the game. Or when I see it mostly used and best used is with roleplay situations where they don't want to know what else is going on. And yeah. So I turned off the heat on that, and we're just using the pan to cook that a little bit further. But it also means I'm not hitting it with this hot of a liquid when I add my half and half in there. Chat's gonna learn tonight why cream gravies are cheap. If you notice the ratio of water to cream that's currently in this pan right now. And as it thickens, it mixes. Yeah. All my snacks, I don't have any snacks. Like, Is what I make on stream not enough? Have a good one, Hamhawk. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, I have all sorts of food off stream, but I mean, usually it's all sorts of stuff from stream or leftover combinations of stuff from on stream. Okay, I guess I need a whisk, but not the metal whisk, because the metal whisk is grating even on my ears. I'm sure it's most horrible if anyone's out there wearing headphones. So we'll go with old school traditional whisk. Salt, pepper, MSG. Freeze-dried thyme. Oops. That wasn't the right jar. Almost put some freeze-dried basil in there. Splash of Worcestershire. Almost there with our bread. It's almost ready. The bread is almost ready. Ah, 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 ah. I didn't see big changes from toying around with trying to steam this bread last time. This isn't exactly the same recipe, but it's in the ballpark of the last time I made potato bread for the steak sandwich the other night. So I think I'm just going to go with it naked this time. You heard me right, chat. I'm putting my buns naked into the oven. Low flame, this needs to bubble for a bit to work the flour of the roux out of it. Now realizing the chat probably saw none of me egg washing the bread, but I egg washed the bread. Over on the cutting board. Let's put some cuts in tonight's bread. And I think I'm going to throw that in the oven just like that. So, starting. 400-degree oven. $20-minute timer. Start heating our oil for our frying. Put our gravy on the back burner here. Over on the stove. Start warming up that pan there for our corn. I keep forgetting that I bought it ages ago and I really should use it because just because it's been in the freezer so long. But I have a package of pearl onions that I've never used. I don't even remember why I bought them in the first place. I think I was gonna put them in some stew and just completely forgot them when I made it. Like, it's just about, like, you don't see pearl onions used in many things. What is a pearl onion? It's an onion, but it's like quarter sized or even smaller. They're small little round onions. Primary way that I've seen them used is in fancy dishes, stews, cooked into them and just sliced up into small little pieces for decorations on the plate. Frying them doesn't sound like a bad idea. That sounds like maybe a winner. Just a little bit of oil. For that small little pan. Probably not necessary, but doing it anyways. Don't want stickage, do you, chat? No stickage. Not sure what that is, but I don't want to eat it. Cooking up our corn here while we wait on our oil to get hot for frying our chicken. Dinner with Mom at Crab Fan. Three years, wow. Is Pick 3 nationwide? Or is it just in a couple of states? Like, I don't remember doing Pick 3 when I sold Lotto in New York. That was some time ago. That was quite some time ago. I'm going with this corn until I start seeing some color. I'm lost on that scramble. I feel like I should know it. Guacamole. See, that's why I felt I should have known it. Hi, Sahara. How you been? Welcome, welcome. Wow, we're already up to 300 here. Nice, glad you've been good. I've been good. Same old, but I've been good. Lacus. I'm done with this corn. Cutting the heat on the oil for just a moment because I'm not quite there with coating chicken to put in there yet. But I'm just starting to get some color on this corn. I mean, just starting to get some color on this corn. So we're going to go ahead and mix that in with our butter and spice pre-made here. Lots of oregano. With some paprika. That corn gonna be tasty. And then a couple handfuls at a time here. Trying to drop individual pieces into the flour so that we can keep them somewhat separate. Now I'm just going to individually drop these in. We up the temp here. We ought to be close. We're close, not quite there though. That one's an easy one to spell. It's all up. I need my own Kappa emote, I think. And we're frying. Zoom right. Thank you for the follow. I'm 80. making sure these all cook through nicely, get some nice color on all of them. I did throw another 5 minutes on the timer for the bread after taking a look at it. Alright, pulling the chicken out now. Or at least our first batch of chicken. Hit those with a bit of fine salt. Check our oil temp. That dropped down considerably, so we're going to give that a moment to recover. Need a moment anyways to coat this second batch. It's about how much I did in the first one. It does mean we're going to have a third batch of chicken here. See what the bread turned out like. See what our bread's like, chat. That'll do for bread for the start. Let's oil back up the temp here. zoom right. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate that, Penguin. Here. Crispy. A little bit of corn really helps with the crunch. Like, I wouldn't want to do an all cornmeal crust on them, but you know, 5-10%. Ah, dripping oil. Turn that flame off for a moment. Fresh salt over the newly fried chicken. And throw all of that down in the oven just to stay warm. Flame back on the oil. Last of the chicken going over here into the flour. At least I think it's the last of the chicken. Make a lot of chicken with 2 chicken breasts, huh, chat? I mean, granted, those were some monster chicken breasts, but this is all 2 chicken breasts, chat. Flame on the potatoes just to bring them back up to heat. I'm sure they're still somewhat warm, but to make sure. Into our cream gravy, since that is thickened up a bit here. Add some more heat back there. And we'll make use of some of our leftover buttermilk. And that 1 piece of chicken that I need to get out of there. Yes, that was touching our raw chicken, but we're going to bring this back up to heat together, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now we got all that spice from our chicken in our gravy now, too. Hey, Giblets. I did just basically along the same lines as a normal fried chicken. I didn't do as long of a marinade or a soak with the buttermilk, but this is just seasoned buttermilk that I soaked the chicken in for maybe an hour. And this is seasoned flour that I'm tossing it in. And I'm frying it. There's a bit of, as I was saying earlier, there's a bit of cornmeal in my flour mix here. But a relatively low percentage. I would say it's definitely below 20%. Probably in the ballpark of 5 to 10. This will give it one more moment on warming up for the oil. over on the stove. Got those potatoes heating back up, and we got this already back to a boil. Although I wouldn't say it's evenly boiling yet. But like I said, I added some of the buttermilk from the chicken into that mixture back there for my gravy. Zoom right. I think this is the last fry for this oil. I've been using this oil for several batches already. Hi, Makawaka. I just like saying your name. For those in chat that aren't aware, you should both go follow Dinner with Mom and Makawaka. Dinner with Mom and another lovely food and drink creator. Makawaka IRL walking and fitness streamer. Makawaka used to walk all around Sonoma County. Now I believe has moved to Illinois these days. Illinois. Okay. Covering our oil, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. The heat is off already on the oil. tossing that anywhere. Alright, chicken all going down in the oven just to stay warm. Now for our bread. Our garlic bread. And I'm thinking I'm gonna be lazy about it. I was thinking of slicing into it a bunch of times. Got our garlic butter already mixed up earlier. So you got our butter there. Real cheese. Throw that back on the pan and throw that in the oven. In there with that chicken for a minute while we work on everything else here. We got our gravy nice and warmed up. That's going to need one final whisk up before we're done. Need to add some half and half to over on the stove. Over on the stove. Bit of half and half in with our butter and garlic. Tater mashing time. The last ingredient I sprinkled on the bread, that red spice, was just some paprika, mostly for color. Cheese nuggets. Cheese nuggets. I think we're still warm enough there with our corn. Parmigiano Reggiano. Over in the cutting board, I'm now mashing up our taters. Adding all that loveliness in there. All that garlic, all that butter, all that half and half. All the seasoning. Tonight's potatoes should be a considerable different beast than the ones from last night or last stream, if only because of the amount of garlic in these is quite impressive. These are also heavier on butter and lower on half and half or dairy. I guess butter is dairy. Sorry if I haven't been as attentive to chat tonight as normal. I don't know, I just see I just keep sort of drifting away from chat tonight. Alright, I think it's plate up time, chat. I think it's plate up time. I just don't know how to plate up dinner tonight. Off. I sort of feel like putting something green on top of this, but I think I'm going to live with that like that. It's going to be a sort of white plate tonight. Most of our color coming from that corn. Let's completely forget that bread down there. Let's take a couple of photos of this just like this. No, it does not need kale. Kick that oven on for a moment here. Maybe we can get a little color on that bread. I'm not too hopeful for that though. But I am going to bring that out of the oven here in a moment and slice a couple of pieces of that off. A couple of hunks of that off. So what other Diner Classics should I hit up? We had the submission of Diner Classics as a weekly challenge here for early January. I think we got a different group to chat in now. What are some dishes that you all think of classic diner foods? I've already done Salisbury steak here this week, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I can't really do broasted chicken because I don't have a broaster. I've done a Cobb salad before, but that's not, varying levels of excitement. Okay, butter-soaked bread. Butter-soaked garlicky bread. Over on the stove. You got the edges a little crispy, which is all I really want. This is obviously wonderful for my blade, metal on metal. It's the perfect way to cut this. I'm glad that didn't fall apart in my hands. But obviously, some amazing bread to soak up all that deliciousness. Why you stop on me, music? You weren't supposed to stop. think I'm gonna leave it right there tonight, chat. I want to go and enjoy this while it's still warm. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, cream gravy, garlic bread, fresh sauteed corn. I think this one's definitely comfort food, home run. I don't know about chat, but that is 100% comfort food for me. Gonna be doing meatballs and spaghetti. Well, my version of spaghetti on Tuesday. I hope you come back to join me for that. And then Wednesday is probably gonna be eggnog. You can still get a chance. You can maybe swing that vote change. I doubt it, but it's looking like eggnog's gonna win this month's or this week's ingredient challenge. Enjoyed hanging out with all of you. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I hope to see you back again soon. And good night.